Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I read glitch in the Matrix stories, usually. Stories that are just strange. Now let's get right into it. Story title: My friend's house just disappeared. Author name: A-Trian8. Yesterday I was going over to a friend's house that I've been to 100 times. We live on the same street about 2 or 3 miles apart. I literally turn right out of my street onto the main road and drive straight to their house. It's the only house in the area completely surrounded by farmland. It's got a huge amount of bushes and trees surrounding it, to the point that they literally call it the jungle. It cannot be missed. Here's where the glitch comes in. I'm driving down the road and I come to a curve that I've never seen before and think, what the hell, am I on the right road? There has never been a curve here. I follow the curve around and end up going around a county block roughly a couple miles. I decided to drive back to my house just to be sure I'm on the right road. I get home, grab some beer out of the fridge and head back out. I drive down the exact same road and once again end up at this curve, and once again drive around the block. Their house was not there. At this point, I truly believe I'm losing my mind. I look down at the clock and over half an hour has passed. It wouldn't have taken anywhere near this amount of time to drive the distance I have, even with the quick stop at my house. I come up to the intersection again and think, I'm going down this road one more time, and then I'm heading home. Because I am losing it. I head down the road again, and lo and behold, there's the jungle in all of its glory. I pull in and my friends are like, dude, where have you been? And I explain to them what happened. There is no explanation. I don't know if I went into the Twilight Zone or something, but I drove directly by their house twice, the only thing within miles, and it was not there. Anyone have any idea what could have happened here? Personal thoughts. So lately there seems to be a lot of posts related to time loss or perception anomalies this past week. Question, did this happen during the night? I can't help it, but in my mind, it always swings over to abductions when driving or time distortions are involved. But it's rare for that to happen during the day. So based on describing your friend's jungle environment, I'm guessing it wasn't nighttime since visibility would be low. So in that context, I'm stumped. Someone else recently had a story involving time loss too, but with heavy fog. Nothing like that in your situation. Just driving down the road and leading to that curve that shouldn't exist. Past that, I wonder if you remember any of the homes that were in your friend's place, where it should have been. Or was it just road and no homes at all, just fields? My other gut instinct is just telling me that you somehow made it to an area that doesn't truly exist, or was like a transient crossover to another reality. Again, there's like infinite realities, so who knows? Maybe one of them, in fact, certainly one of them, involves the area where your friend lives in this reality being just farmland. But don't ask me how you crossed over, or why or how you came back, because I have no idea. The author replied to my response, stating that it was around 3 p.m. Everything about the area was exactly the same, just without the house. The whole place is surrounded by farmland, and that's all there was, between the intersection leading to their house and the curve that I now know is located past their house. Second story. Story title: NPC spotted in the wild. Author name: FleedomSocks. My son and I stopped at the gas station the other day to fill up. As I was preparing to get out of the car, my attention was drawn to a woman walking from the store back to her car at the pumps. I don't normally stare at people, but I watched her. She was an overweight white woman, but proportional. She had on a white t-shirt with a band name on it, yoga pants, brown hair the color of fresh tree bark. She walked in a diagonal line from the store to her car, which was to my right. A piece of her ponytail had come loose and was in her eyes, and partially stuck to her mouth, coffee in her right hand. I snapped out of it and got out to pump my gas. I shooed my son back in the car when I was done, and when I sat down again, I saw her again. It was exactly the same. She was in the same spot that she was when I first noticed her, and doing the exact same thing, walking from the store to her car at the pump. I rationalized with myself that she just forgot something and went back inside, but the more I watched the second time, the more it felt exactly the same. The same invisible diagonal line to her car, the same types of steps, her hair placement, the coffee in her right hand. Then my son chimed in. Didn't she already do that? Look, I know it sounds nutty, but I'm pretty sure I just witnessed a glitch in the Matrix with this NPC. Personal thoughts. Okay, that's cool. This is a rare, lighthearted, funny glitch. I like it. So yeah, it's possible she just forgot something and went back inside, then back in the same way. Was she listening to a podcast or music? I know when I go for a bike ride or just a walk, I'm often listening to music or podcasts at the same time. And in that way, especially if it's the same routine path, my mind almost fully zones out. I don't even notice the workout. If I had to go back and forth a short distance for some reason, it would probably look similarly automatic, robotic even. Now that said, the detail of her hair whipping around towards her eyes, repeating, that does seem odd, doesn't it? As they say, the devil is always in those delicious little details. And that concludes our stories for tonight. I hope you liked them. If you did, hit the like button and consider subscribing. I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. EST. I'll see you there.